funky mode is by no means like a given thing. Like, you still have to actually beat the level.
Yeah.
And you could tell just, and you'll see in the run here that a lot of people, just because they're playing Funky Kong, does not mean that it's gonna be an easy stage, especially trying to do all the speed strats.
Yep. Even 101 has some tricky optimal stuff. We'll most likely see it here.
Yeah, so Funky Kong is basically a combination of all the partner characters, in a way. It's got the double jump, it's got the hover, and he's also got a slight immunity to spikes. He can land on them, but he can't really walk on them or anything.
Yeah, you need to jump out, which is slow.
Also have one more heart than you would if you had a partner. Except, like, easy mode. Easy mode, you have, like, 6 hearts with a partner.
Yeah. So DK has the advantage of more health, but Funky has more safety.
But in a way, you can actually take more damage with Funky Kong because you don't have to worry about losing your partner.
Yeah. It's a decent 1-1 from Spike there. Tone slightly behind. Oh, yeah, you can see that. Spike got too close to the spikes, so the game tried to pull him down. Lost all his speed.
Oh, and Tonus missed that jump.
That's a thing that can happen a lot in the run. The game thinks you're gonna land on something, so it kind of pulls you down when you try to double jump or anything like that. So if you ever see like Funky just kind of drop down, that's why. Like if he's above an enemy or anything like that.
Okay, both of them getting that trick to that level earlier. I've seen people mess up that trick and have to wait for the boat to come to you.
Yeah.
It must be so it must be so heartbreaking.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is any percent, so they are allowed to be on funky mode. They're allowed to switch back to Donkey Kong at any point, which I believe some runners have. Usually for the underwater levels, this is really where it ever happens.
Yeah. There is one trick in World 3 that Cranky can do that Funky can't, but no one really goes for that right now. But there's no like category that's just DK or just Funky. You can run whatever you want.
I thought there was a funky only mode.
Yeah, we combined it. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's essentially the same run, but slower.
That's fair.
But on the leaderboards you can filter out like the Anikong. Do they call it the Anikong runs and the Funky Kong runs? So you can, if you decide to run this game, wanna do Funky only and only want to compare to Funky only players, you can do that. Nah, the crank. That's not why. It's just really hard. If it was like easier to pull off, we would switch way earlier, like right before the second boss or right after the second boss.
I mean, if you really want to get, real technical about it, there is still menu navigation involved.
Yeah.
So you gotta like factor in the timing it takes to switch characters. Are you saving? Are you making up that time in the level by switching characters as well? But that's only like if you're really trying to think that optimally. Otherwise, it's just, I guess whatever you're comfortable with.
Mm-hmm. But if you were to do that trick, you would just switch earlier than you do normally. So nothing really changes.
Ooh.
So that happened.
That is punishing.
Oh yeah.
And now TonesBalones is in the lead.
Oh my god. Yep. It's not the first time that's happened. It's not the first time in this tournament that happened.
Nope, not at all.
Like Michael Goldfish in the very first race that I commentated, he died in this level.
Yeah, deaths are very punishing in this race.
Yeah.
Some are fine, like if you die right next to the checkpoint or beginning of the stage, but most of the time, it could be quite a problem.
Yeah. There was one more racer that died in 1-4, and I think it was Crunchy. Both are top level runners. So of the top 4 seeds, I'm the only one who hasn't died in 1-4.
And yeah, minecart levels are basically auto-scrollers. They're kind of... You speed them up slightly with your jumps, but yeah, they're basically auto-scrollers.
Yeah. It's frames. Like, if you go to the IL leaderboards in this game, the auto-scrolls are frame wars. So Pompey, I saw Spike going up the ramp there. Tone's trying to as well. It's an old strat we did with Cranky. Just to hit the last fish as early as possible, as Pompey won't jump up otherwise. He waits until the green fish is done. There are faster strats that was found a few weeks ago that only Funky can do. But neither of the rounds are using. At least not on the first phase. You can do it on the third phase as well. Yeah, damage boost in there to just get the hit as early as possible.
I'm just gonna make sure. Did Tonus miss a couple hits? Like when Pompey was surfing back and forth, it seemed like he jumped completely over Pompey like a couple times by accident.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't entirely sure if that was intentional or not, because I don't know this game as well as you do. But
nah, he missed.
I figured not. Yeah, so he jumped over Pompey, I think twice. So That closed the gap a little bit for Spike, but he's still a bit behind.
No, he's ahead, actually.
Oh, okay. I was talking. I wasn't watching the phases closely. For one of the phases, it was Tonus was still ahead, and then that phase, it switched again. Okay.
Yeah, going to the third phase, he was ahead, but Spike pulled. He missed one penguin, but that's why, because, like I said with the fish, Pompey won't jump up if the penguin is still there. So you want to hit them as early as possible as well. Yeah, in case Spike died in 1-4. So World 2 ramps up difficulty a fair bit.
Oh! That was an unfortunate death. Barely missing the double jump timing there.
Quick double jumps here to make the climb as fast as possible. Unfortunately missing that last jump there. Was a little bit too far to the left.
And this is like one of the levels where you really start to realize that just because you have Funky Kong does not mean you're going to have a walk in the park.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be more and more prevalent as we go on. The 2-2 introduces Rambi.
Which is not required to beat this level, actually.
No. But it's faster to grab him.
Yes, but I do know that some people dislike the controls of Rambi, so try to use them as little as possible.
Yeah. I think... like... in this level he makes it faster, but in the next Rambi level, most people skip him. Because... yeah. He's that bad.
And yeah, we can see Tonus, at least for this first section, not picking up Rambi. He might pick him up in the second part. Yep, there it is.
There we go, very nice. So these swings gives you momentum. So you can carry that for a bit with the double jump, but that's as far as you can go. With Cranky you can go a lot further right up to this point, optimally. Unfortunately it's faster to stick with Funky, so you won't see that.
I'm thinking of a level, I'm forgetting which number it is. I feel like it's... and I feel like that one might be a problem for some players. Come on. This might be it, actually. Yeah, the one with all the falling leaves.
Yeah. It's a level with global cycles. So if you mess up, the level will not be the same. So that hit there will mess things up a little bit. Because while it stops you in there, the level keeps going as normal. But it's not that big of a deal. Let's say you bonked on something, that would be much worse.
Yeah, this level is crazy from a speedrunning perspective.
This is even crazier with Cranky. Oh, rest in peace, old man. This horn here, you always try to time your jump with it blowing, and it blows to the music, so you need to like listen.
And we got the log factory. I think it's probably one of my favorite level designs.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like the minecart levels have really cool designs. Overall.
Which kind of helps to make them not as boring just because they're auto-scrollers.
Yeah.
Oh, something I also realized. Something I realized while watching the stage and commentating it in my last room. Our log magically grows metal to become a minecart.
Oh yeah.
It's completely made of wood. How does it become a minecart?
Nintendo magic, dude. So in minecart levels, it's faster to jump up hills. That last hill before the platforms that comes up, you don't want to jump up that. Just some nice trivia for you, because it makes the last jump borderline impossible. Like, you will most likely die. So it's this hill, don't jump up there. Because it makes that jump way harder onto the last platform. Yes, 2-5. It's known for having these huge gaps.
And then this level. This is the other level that's like crazy. All the ones with like moving platforms, so you have to like be ready for cycles and everything. It's
It's fun.
I'm sure it is.
So in the past, this was a Dixie level. Cranky had a hard time getting over these pits, obviously. But Dixie and Funky shares this ability to double jump, so you can clear gaps way easier.
I believe the Funky Kong's double jump isn't quite as high as Dixie's.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I haven't really looked at it. But there is a technique where you can gain extra height by chaining your grab in between the jumps, which gives him a significant boost in height. Hopefully we'll see Spike use it later on. The 2-6 basically an auto-scroller as well, because you can speed this up very much. Want to avoid jumping as much as possible. Of course, Spike is doing the complete opposite of what I'm saying, so...
Well, it's safer. So jumping speeds this up?
Sure. Very nice momentum booster. There's a lot of things in this game that just gives you extra speed. Some of them for no reason at all, it seems like. Like the ramps in the pumpy fight gives you momentum, so you can like go backwards without turning and stuff. It's super weird. Because if you try to jump backwards, they will turn around. But the ramps gives you speed, so you don't. That's a fun thing to do with Cranky, but we don't use Cranky anymore. Rip.
On to the owl.
Yeah, Scowl. Arguably the best boss in the game. Well, yeah. He is. There's no argument.
I feel like he can be kind of difficult, though.
Yeah, he is in the beginning. Definitely. Because this boss is all about maintaining these eggs he sends.
Yeah, paying attention to the cycles.
Yeah. So you want to keep those alive, like that, yeah. Playing it safe, even though I gave him a video on how to do it. Spike, come on. See if Tones can do this, because this is definitely the hardest part for a beginner. Yeah, you got it. I
missed an egg.
Yeah. That's a 15-second time loss, roughly.
Yep, this is why I find this boss kind of weird. annoying.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a cool design and all, but like this boss is just. If you make one mistake, it's such a punishment on this boss.
Yep. Missing an egg on phase 1 is at least 20. Phase 2 is at least 15. And phase 3 is at least 50 seconds. So you better hit those eggs, dude.
Absolutely.
And we have seen plenty of phase 3 misses in this tournament.
Yeah, I've seen a fair share.
One of our racers even PP with one, so whenever Recelt commentates, you need to call him out. So 3-1 is another level of global cycles. There's no really huge rush in the beginning because you need to wait here. Yeah, right there. I usually wait in the second one, but it doesn't really matter. It not only makes it that jump to this platform easier, but it also lines this cycle up so you catch the last. I think it's a zebra, yeah. Right, as you get there, it comes back to you. One mistake and you miss it. Well, one big mistake. A small mistake usually just cuts out the wailing you do.
It's another fantastic level design.
Yeah.
Everything about this level is great.
Ooh, okay.
From a design standpoint, okay? Sorry. Sorry if you don't like the speedrunning of this level. I can understand how global cycles can be annoying.
Oh, taking a hit there. Wonder if this will affect the cycles here. Don't think so. Should be able to make that. Nope.
Ah. I think just playing it safe.
Yeah, he could have made that, but he pulled back. Please don't meme, Spike. Oh no, he's going for the puzzle jumps. Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that's a community meme. Going for the puzzle jump world record.
I enjoy it.
Oh!
I always love. Sorry, go.
That's grab jump there that I was talking about before. Tones was trying to get up there without pulling the plug. Very nice try.
I always love community memes. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, you can say what you need to.
Yeah, we have a lot of dumb things. Yeah, so Spike is in the second ramble level. The one I was talking about before. So in this level, the Rambo doesn't really speed it up at all. He's just janky to use. I'm not sure if it's faster on this section or not. I haven't tested it yet, but it's so little in that case that it's skipping here is faster because every time it starts a run, it takes longer than starting a roll with Funky. So every time he jumps here, it's slower. This is also the level I was talking about before with the cranky trick that goes 15 seconds for doing it normally. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Neither do I. I'm kind of confused. Why he turned around there?
Alright.
Tornado cycles?
I don't know.
It's...
Okay. Yeah, 3-4. It's kind of like 2-5. Old Dixie level. Huge gaps. Double jump makes it super easy. But you gotta jump at the right time though, so...
Gotta run away from that forest fire. That's what's happening. It's
yeah, you're right.
How did Tonus end up in a bonus room by accident?
There's a barrel that blows by here.
Oh, so if you fall, it's like a good like way to not die.
If you jump too high there, right above that funky barrel,
Okay.
you end up in it. It's like that barrel, but it flies past you, so you have to be careful. Oh no! Oh no! Ah, so close.
He nearly was able to do that. He refreshed the double jump, but I think he just panicked.
Yeah, if he got like jump off that last platform that got destroyed, he would have made it, but he didn't have enough time.
Tonus, you can do this. Just take a deep breath. Come on, don't breathe. Relax.
Ooh. Yes, on the left side, we have an intermission. This level is so easy, you can use the A and just go through. You just need to pick up one heart.
Yeah, this race isn't a lost cause yet. We still have plenty of points where time could be made up from mistakes.
Yeah. A lot of them, but
yeah, it would take a lot, but I don't I don't see the point in giving up, especially I mean like we have and also this is it's a double elimination tournament, so
Yeah, Tones will.
Tonus is still Tonus will still be alive even if he loses this race.
Yep. It's a Bramble Scramble. It's one of those levels that look really impressive, but it's actually kind of easy. Funky makes it a little bit more finicky, just because the spikes that just completely stops him, like we said before. If you were like playing with Cranky, this level is like no issue at all. So Baboom was an old run killer, not because he's, well, they are super hard, but it has had a lot of RNG going for it. Fortunately, on the Switch version, all that RNG was fixed in every boss. So you get like 99% of perfect RNG throughout the game. There's just one instance on the last boss. I'll cover that later, but yeah. The first phase is not RNG. It's all dependent on how you perform. So this part was RNG before. The way they climbed down the poles, they could stop at different points, and you had no control over it. Now they always go down both of them. So that's perfect RNG. You can just hit both of them on the poles and get the 3 hits you need as quickly as possible. And the third phase is not RNG either.
I'm learning so much.
Good. So yeah, that was Kobe, by the way, the first green ball. That's really important. Phil Mickelson. That's another community meme.
Wait, you just looked up basketball players?
Well, yeah. But...
You caught us.
Actually, Phil Mickelson is a golf player, so...
I wouldn't know this.
Yeah, if you go back to the first GDQ run of this game, ADDQ 15, you'll know why we say that, Kobe and Phil Mickelson. I recommend that you go watch that. It's a fun run. So World 4, this is where most of the old runners switch to DK just to get Diddy to swim faster on the water. But Spike is being lame and keeps using Funky, so you won't see that today, unfortunately.
Well, I think Spike was pretty much like, has always been Funky only. He might switch over soon.
Yeah.
Now that the routes are combined, but it seemed that he preferred Funky only.
Yeah, he's stuck with it for some reason, I don't know. He's literally the only one except Ghoul, but Ghoul has been absent from this game for like 3 years, so it's more understandable. Spike kept playing this game way longer than him, so I don't see an excuse, really. I know DKS did Funky only
Well,
as well, but
knowing the mind of Spikevegeta, I feel like part of his reasoning might be the FK that appears on screen.
Yeah.
I won't go into details with that, but that is totally. I could see Spike that being a reason that Spike would do this.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, when it was released on Switch day one, he said what you're thinking right away. Out loud. On stream. That's Spike. So yeah, it was our first underwater level. Our second secret exit. Didn't really cover that before, but going this route is way faster because there are one last level. They are, well, this one is shorter than all of them, but
well, Tropical Keys.
yeah, the next level is really long as well, but it's still faster than this level.
Well, I know it's faster. I'm just saying,
yeah.
Tropical Keys is quite a level.
Yeah. Because if you took the normal exit, not only would 4-1 be longer as well, you would advance to another minecart level. The coolest one, but yeah, it's slow.
Damn, I gotta go back and play this game now so I can see what that level is.
Yeah, you should. Let's see if we can get this. Very nice. So that's another secret level. Exit. We can actually make it up there with every Kong.
And now we're switching to Donkey Kong.
What?
I don't know, I'm just saying what he did. I'm not saying why, it's just what he does. Apparently.
Why? Why? Did he watch my run where I forgot to switch to Funky? I need to ask him about that. Keep that in mind, man.
I mean, like, this, now he does have to worry about his air meter.
Yeah. I think, like, I think he was in my chat the other day when I was doing runs, and I forgot to switch in 4-1. So I kept going with Funky, because whatever, it's a no-reason run. Then I forgot to switch in 4A as well, so I just kept going. And then I switched on this level. I think that's why he thinks it's faster to switch here. This is exactly what I did by accident on my stream. But yeah, here you're seeing it's not faster to switch in. I need to set him straight. But yeah, you can see Diddy here way faster on water.
I mean, is there a chance that this could be faster?
No.
Not at all, okay.
I have evidence. You lose like 2 seconds. On 4-1 with Funky, you lose probably like 2 on 4A as well, and then it's slower to switch on 4B. Because the reduced load you get in 4-1 doesn't come into play. Because every first level in every world takes longer to load and are inconsistent. Well, more inconsistent than all the other loads. Because the way this version loads each level is that it loads like world assets first, and then in the next level the game doesn't have to load that again. So that's why every first level in the world takes longer. If Spike was going back to World 3, say 3B, that load would be way longer than it was when he entered it in the run. Because the World 3 assets aren't loaded. Yeah, that's...
Ooh!
Too late.
Missed that so... Missed that by a hair.
I think it was a little bit too slow here, probably. I didn't really watch it, but he was trying to do the strong dong, as we call it, where you shoot from this barrel into that barrel. He got into there. It's way faster than waiting.
Ooh! Should have broken the barrel! Spike, come on!
So, usually you have time to jump out of there, but I don't know. But with him waiting there, I think he got out at the wrong time. And now he's trying to do crate skip, which is way harder with Diddy. And since he's been doing funky only since he came back to this game, he's gonna have some trouble. But yeah, normally you would do that. You have enough time to get up and roll, and that breaks the barrel, so you don't have to throw it. Let's try again. Oh.
Ah, still goes under it.
The reason he's missing that is because he's pressing A way too late.
Yeah, Diddy Kong just has a hover. He doesn't have a double jump, really.
With Funky, you just like drop and then double jump into the barrel. But with Diddy, you have to time this into it.
Yeah. This is really helping out Tones.
$50 on a game over. Alright.
Not even trying this time. Three tries is enough. I'm done. Moving on.
Yeah, like I said, that crazy skip is super free with Funky. Like you have an age and a half to do it. But we did it super tight, and that's even tighter in this version because it wasn't that hard compared to Switch. Yeah, I was gonna say on this level you wanna do this as fast as possible because you wanna catch barrel cycles. Now Spike has taken 2 hearts of damage, so he has to wait here. Had he taken like 1 damage and like bonked like he did, he would have been fine. Now his mistakes lined up anyway with the barrel cycle.
So you're saying he got lucky?
Yeah. So if you wait on the first barrel, and then you need the second barrel, because on the Switch, like we said in the beginning, you have more hearts. so it's not necessary to complete the level as fast as possible. But if you need to wait here on this barrel coming up, you lose 6 seconds because barrel cycles take twice as long. But yeah, he doesn't need to.
And there's
Yeah.
There's still cases where you do want to take less hits than you would with Funky Kong, because you, of course, most of the time you want to keep your partner.
Yeah.
And he goes away once you drop to 3 hearts.
Yep.
Or she, if in the case of Dixie.
But yeah, Fortis was definitely one of the harder levels on Wii U. Got way easier in funky mode.
You're using Funky! Gets...
Yep. Super free. Can we like DQ Spike for him and losers instead? So yeah, Fugu. This is a 3-minute boss fight, if I remember correctly. Casually.
So please tell me the amazing speedrun strats of this boss fight.
Yeah, so Craig's cane reaches his back there. So you can just hit him for free. Now, unfortunately, he has to go to backup strength.
Yeah, this boss becomes very... this boss becomes pretty easy.
Because you can't do the fast strength with Cranky there if he's on one heart, because you lose, and then you will be in a really bad position overall. So you have to kind of position yourself behind Fugu and just wait for him to swim into you instead. Here's a safe strat. So yeah, we're switching back here. So I was talking about how the game loads worlds and stuff. You'll see how the slower on this level, well, compared to what they will be later on. That's not how loading worked on Wii U, by the way, so we got long loads on every level and they were inconsistent. Well, more inconsistent. So that's another improvement this game has over the Wii U. About 7 minutes of faster loads.
Well, it's just a more powerful console.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like the way they changed where the loadings are probably also helped.
Yeah.
Oh!
So we're back in 2014, where we're dying here, apparently.
That's a harsh BM.
But no, seriously though, but 5-1 is hard. It's one of those run killer levels for a lot of runners. And it's a bit different with Funky than compared to Cranky, like we used to use, so might be a bit of rust involved. Unfamiliarity still. Very nice.
What? Why are you punching the barrel? Spike,
It's like in A Link to the Past randomizer when you slash your sword. Know what I mean? Frustration thing.
Potentially, I could see that. So like, because he died in this level, you're just like, getting out his anger by punching the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Tones got through Fugu without dying. Very nice.
No, with Funky Kong there, you have no, like, chance of losing any, like, losing your strat.
No. You have to go slowly though. Basically the backup strat with DK. Same thing. Get behind him. Spin into him. Wait for him to swim into you. Use the invulnerability to hit him and get into position again and rinse and repeat. Yeah, this is 5-2, it's another rocket barrel level.
But I really like the design of this level. It's really cool. Creativity here.
Ooh, very nice by Tones, going for the newer strats with Funky there. That was not RTA viable with Cranky before. Take it easy, yeah. Nice.
Oh. There it is.
So they're like 3 minutes support now. Wow, that was a long load. It's a bit more than 3 minutes, maybe, possibly. Yeah. You can draw a similar. Oh, what's what? Damn, English is hard. It's very similar to 3B, where Fight 3 looks very impressive, but it's really not. All the cycles are camera based, so you don't have to worry about making mistakes. And Funky makes it way easier as well.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, serious.
Yeah, I believe you. So that jump is a bit tighter with Funky compared to DKC. Just because Funky doesn't like stop. So you need to time it more precisely. DKC kills your speed, then pulls you off. So that was easier that way. But it's still not that hard. You just need to learn it, the timing. So now there's a much harder level, 5-4. It's one of those levels with only one DK barrel or FK barrel in this case. So you need to be aware of the hits you're taking. So nice. They skipped the rope. Yep. That's a funky thing.
How are the cycles in this?
Camera.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Doesn't go for the bomb throw, the swag. Disappointed. But yeah, going as fast as possible to that bomb there doesn't matter, because that Tux will wait there for as long as he needs to anyway, so can't speed that up. Oh, no grab jumps. You can climb that way fast with those grab jumps I was talking about, but looks like Spike hasn't learned them yet.
That jump really scared me, actually.
Yeah. It was way worse with DD though. Because you needed DD to get into that secret exit there. So it was way more precise.
Oh.
He jumped too, double jumped too early. So now we're on the last level with global cycles. Same as 2-3 and 3-1.
Yeah, see him pounding the ground to get his timing right.
Yeah. Shot a little bit too early there. I don't know if it will. Yeah, he gets hit there. Like I said before, thing damage stops you in the air, but the level keeps going. So. Oop.
This is dangerous.
Funky privilege.
I mean, now we're not out of the woods. Like, aren't there still more cycles? Like, well, not cycles, but like moving platforms and stuff to carry. Nope, never mind. Okay. Just don't listen to me ever.
Yeah, it's that last owl jump there. It's a bit tricky. You can press A too early there and you double jump over the owl and then you have to land the barrel. Which wastes time. But you almost got it perfectly. He landed that barrel, but Funky can actually make it to the goal without landing in one of those barrels. So 5-6 is really sick. Definitely my favorite level. Just because ice physics in this game doesn't suck. It amplifies your momentum you have. So you move way faster than normal.
And it takes advantage of that. Yep. With these springing watermelon.
Exact.
Certainly a cool looking level.
Indeed.
I don't think I have ever fully appreciated that level. Thank you for that.
Five boss, Bashmaster, longest level in the game. 3 minutes and 45 seconds long. Nothing, basically. And yeah, some tight timings with these bombs coming up. So hitting him as fast as possible there makes it so he starts this attack phase after he gets hit with the bomb rather than before. So after he pushes 4 ice blocks, he tries to hit you with the hammer, but since the bomb is in the 3rd block, it's possible to hit him before that, so he starts that attack after he comes up from the water. And that gives you an earlier 3rd hit. If you miss that, and he does his hammer attack, and then you hit him, he does these jump attacks as well in the first phase, which wastes time, obviously. It's gonna do these jumps here.
Oh! Tonus getting caught up in the same problem that Spike had, but didn't anticipate it. Just kind of expected him to have that platform waiting for him.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, you wanna hit this bomb. Yeah, nice. Optimally, you would do it like you did on the first phase, but it's a bit tricky to land correctly on those ice blocks with the ice and everything. It's slippery.
Even if this boss is long, I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
Got some cool gimmicks going on in it.
Mm-hmm. See if we can get this. Nice. So missing one hit in the 3rd phase there loses 20 seconds. I believe it's that phase, please.
Oh, good. We actually have Tonus fans in the chat. I was afraid that this is just a one-sided battle in terms of the audience. Nope. Tonus definitely has some support here.
Oh. What in the world? That was new. Wonder if that's faster. So world 6, the last world. Home stretch. Literally.
Ha!
Huh? World 6, every level is based on one of the worlds in DKC Returns on the Wii. So this would be the jungle world. And then it's beach, ruins, I think. Or, yeah, temple, ruins, whatever. And then cave, forest.
Don't think I ever noticed that.
Yep. So this is speech.
The frozen beach.
Yeah. No crabs though. Makes it way better. I hate those crabs. The 6-2 and 6-1 to some extent were made way easier with Funky. They were both run killers, just because if you lost Cranky, it was basically over. But with Funky and all his hearts, no potential to lose your abilities. Super easy. So 6-3, kind of an oddball of the World 6 world, because it's actually like it's really easy compared to the other levels. But if you lost Cranky at 6-2 Wii U, you were stuck with Diddy on this level actually, because it's the only barrel in this level. For some reason it's Diddy, I don't know. This level also only has one checkpoint, and it's like at the halfway point of the level. So if you die very early in the level, you go back to the start. Which is also very uncommon. Oh. Oh my god, another meme!
This one I know. Getting this whole level on only one heart.
Yep. Another thing that started with AGDQ 2015, and in marathon runs and like races like this, you would go down to one heart, because in returns you only have one hit. This is also the hardest rocket level, so makes it a little bit harder too, but if you're at Spike's level, it shouldn't kill you at all.
Well, the level was the same every time, so...
Yeah. So it might look like Tones is catching up right now, but it's just like the effect of 6-4 because it's such a long level, it's 3 minutes roughly. The others are less than 1.
How are we able to control when a giant snowball jumps?
I'm gonna say Nintendo Magic.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I'll let this one slide. But I won't let the minecart slide.
There you go. Funky privilege. No, we just needs to not get hit. Oh, there we go. Very nice. So 6-5 has always been a crazy level. Some say it's the hardest level in the game, or was back in the day, but I'd argue it's not. It wasn't, but now it definitely is, because Funky takes this level to another level in terms of speed boosts, momentum. You see here. Very nice. Very nice.
Damn. That was impressive.
He's not done though. There's more.
Figured. Can you bounce off these snowflakes with Cranky?
Yep. That's what we did in the past. Way back this was a Dixie, but then we found out, oh, Cranky can bounce on this. Let's use him. Like the same thing in 6-2. Cranky can make it over the boat as well. Let's use him. Oh, that's... The reason he missed that was because he double jumped too early.
And Tona's taking a death.
Fortunately, we're not getting to see the whole boost, but that's a good effort.
I feel like if the race was a bit closer, Spike might not even tried for that.
Possibly. I don't know.
It's in race situations, there are just certain things that it's just better to take the safe route.
Yeah.
It's the only silhouette level in the game that we do. Which I don't like, because I this is artistically, this is always one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
It's great to see in Donkey Kong Country Returns, and it's great here too.
Yep. We only do one in Returns as well. And that level is way worse than this one. Jesus.
Is that the one that's like taking place during like a sunset or something?
No, we skipped that.
Oh, okay.
That's the world one. It's the one we do is the first level in World 7, the factory level. It's the one where you get rid of the mist, the pollution.
It's so long since I played Returns.
Yeah.
Go back to that one too.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, it's the mist. Smog, I guess. That makes it a silver level, and then you turn on the fans and it returns to normal level at the end. And then on the world map, it blows away the smog. If you want to see the other Scylla levels in the game, there's a category called 100%, which is basically all levels. You do the other two in that. One is in World 1 and one is in World 4. Not going for the early barrel there. You can make it before the barrel appears on the screen.
Looks like Tony is not flexing back here.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I was meant to land off that owl. Now this cycle will line up like he's used to, probably. It's not global cycles, but I think the camera activation is way bigger in this level overall. So if you get hit too early, some platform will be slightly like off. But he makes it through.
Might be used to doing backups.
Yeah. We know where everything is. Especially at the end where there's not a lot of things moving. It's the beginning and the middle that has all this moving platform. Oh, whoa, oh.
Nails it! Nearly misses the grab on this grass, but still able to do it.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't continue past the wheel because there's an invisible wall.
Wait, are you telling me you can get enough speed that if there wasn't that invisible wall, you'd keep going?
Yep.
Okay then.
The fastest strat that you use is the IO. Currently, you actually go backwards in the level and gain speed from one of those spring platforms way back, and then go all the way to that barrel at the end of the second part there. So it's insane. If you have the game.
I gotta go watch that.
Yeah.
Do you have an IL leaderboard, or would I have to have the Switch version?
You have to have the Switch.
Damn, I don't... Maybe someone could find a video of it for me, because I only have the Wii U version of this game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the last Rambi level, by the way.
And it's the only level where Rambi is required to beat the stage.
Yep. You need him to break these things down.
There's also a lot of waiting in this stage.
Yeah. Unfortunately. David Wise did all the music in this game. Even the new credit music that is in the Switch version. Funky going in.
And on to Frederick.
Yeah, Frederick. Okay, yeah, you need to hit him in the background here to get him into the foreground.
Yeah, casually this boss took me so long to beat.
Yeah, I did for a lot of people. Yeah, you need to get these 3 hits here. You wanna get all in a row, obviously. Otherwise, you have to do the phase all over again. That's slow.
You only have 3 opportunities to hit him in the foreground, and then he goes back to the background.
Yeah.
But if you miss one of them, you have to go through another whole cycle of this.
Phase 2 that he's on is actually the worst. Wastes the most time. Because these dragons are slow. The 3rd phase has dragons as well, but if you miss a hit, he does this extra attack. He doesn't do in a 2nd phase. And then he starts running right away, so it doesn't waste as much time. But as Spike here, he is to describe this boss is that it's like Bowser in Super Mario 64, where the throws are really simple to make, well, to execute, but under pressure you can, if you miss one, it's basically over. You lose a lot of time. Getting the 3 hits are very simple on paper, but still hard to time it, especially on the last phase. Yeah, GG. 128 is not bad for a race. You got an official after-rail time of 128.15. Yeah, 9 for 9, by the way.
Okay, GG. I understand the need to switch audio, but I kind of enjoy the end credits music.
Oh yeah. What? What's happening?
That was weird.
New strats, dude.
10 out of 10.
And now he's on PB pace all of a sudden. Hey. What's up, Spike?
Hey, what's up, guys? sitting over here literally. I'm sitting over here literally choking. I felt like crap the last few days. GG to Tones. Looks like he's on the final boss.
Yeah, he did a new skip. Where he skipped like 6, 7, and 6 hits.
God dang, dude. I need to learn that skip. That sounds pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, you like press start. Side screen. Select globally in the fight.
So what'd y'all think of the race? How'd it go? I didn't turn it on until I finished. I usually leave it up on the sideline.
It was okay. I enjoyed watching it. There are some good, there are some really close deaths going on, but it was pretty much right after the first boss fight. You were always ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured after my silly death in 1-4 that I probably, if he was behind, I figured that pretty much tied it. And then after that, yeah.
He pulled
like, yeah, overall I had one of those World 2s where it was like, by my standards, I'm not like super happy with it, but I didn't die or anything, and the deaths or the mistakes were mostly minor. There was a fair amount of them. Really didn't have a problem until World 4, where so I meant to play as DK Crew the entirety of World 4, but I entered 4-1 on Act.
Yes.
Yeah, I meant to, I just was like, oh, okay, going into World 4, mash A, let's go, and then I was, oh no.
Yeah, I was like speculating, like, did he watch me do that no reason run the other day? Because I did the same thing.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
I wondered, have you? I don't know if you've timed it or not, Jock. Do you know how much faster it is to swap to the DK Crew and do 4-1? It seems like due to the fact that
2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds faster.
2 to 3. Okay, yeah. I kind of figured after it happened, I was like, okay, I don't think it was like a big deal that I didn't use it for 4-1. Obviously, the big time saves are 4B, 4-6, and 4 boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after I made that mistake for 4-1, when I was going into 4A, I said, you know what? I was remembering how to do the ending with 4A with the DK Crew the other day, and I was like, I was a little off on it, so I said, you know what? I'm just going to play as Funky in this level as well, and then I'll switch before 4. And they'll be like, no time loss. So.
Yeah.
GG to Tones, finishing up. I don't have up in front of me what Tones' time PB is. He said he hadn't played this game in a couple of weeks. Seems like that's probably not too far off from his actual PB.
It's not, but I don't know if we can actually count that.
Nope, we can't.
It's an entire level.
He actually did.
Yeah, he switched files.
Oh. I did not catch it. I just turned on and was like, oh, he's on the boss. All right, he wasn't that far behind. Oh. Oops.
Yeah, it was like in 6, 7 or something.
Okay. Just didn't want to slap Ramby's ass for too long. I get it. Yeah, I thought it was a joke, dude. I was like, oh, cool. He found a skip. I didn't know that skip. So that's pretty good. Rip, dude. Shouts to my boy Tones. He's a great speedrunner if nobody gives him a follow, or if anybody hasn't followed him yet. So
yeah.
One of the best
and if you follow Spike, unfollow Spike.
Yeah, don't. Just.
Yeah, why would you do that?
You'll only get OOT rando after me. So, I'm gonna have to prep though, Jock. I think we're set to play in the next round.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe that's gonna be a best 2 out of 3. Am I making that up?
Nope.
That's correct.
That is gonna be something.
Yeah, that'll be yeah. This top 4 is gonna be pretty crazy. I'm assuming we're down to just Goldfish has to have his match.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's probably gonna be Goldfish Crunch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be exciting to see these top couple of matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we still got double elimination going on, so Tonus still has to keep practicing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's going up against the Wii U runner who's still in the tournament, actually.
Oh, we have Wii U runners that are still alive? That's impressive by itself, that there is a Wii U runner still alive in this tournament. You lose so much. I think we decided it was like 6+ minutes from Wii U to Switch. You save. So.
Yeah, with it counting the skip.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like close to 7 minutes from when you say you can't do the 4B skip.
Mm.
Man, can we patch that back in? Come on, Retro.
Just being able to go out of bounds.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
huge. Well, I'm actually gonna go ahead and duck out. I'm holding up my roommate. We're gonna go see Ant-Man and the Wasp tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you said I know you said you gave your review. You thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so.
Man.
It's like.
And I know you don't just like. There's a lot of people out there who like when I hear they say, "Oh, this Marvel movie was great." I'm like, okay, well, you think all the Marvel movies are good. And admittedly, a lot of them lately have been good, but I respect your opinion on them a lot.
Oh, yeah, I try not to like be. Oh, it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
But it has flaws, but it's like super fun to watch. It's so different compared to like Black Panther, Infinity War, Civil War.
I'm assuming they're hitting a little more of that like summer comedy energy. So.
Yeah, kind of like the first one, but a bit more. It's less exposition.
Mm-mm. Well, GG to Tones, my opponent, for finding the skip. That's 6768. Sorry for my literal choking dying over here. But was a fun match. Shouts to Troy and Jock for doing the commentary, and shouts to everybody watching Speed Gaming. Make sure you give Speed Gaming a follow, all like 8 of its channels. I don't think I'm exaggerating. I think it's like literally like 8 channels. And there'll be a lot more Tropical Freeze madness coming pretty soon. Has Goldfish scheduled his match yet?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
I was thinking for a second it was 6, but now that we have the French, Dutch, and Spanish channels, it is 9. So
It is 9. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.
See ya.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we're done. I don't think Tones is getting in here, and I need to go to sleep, so.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for commentating with me.
No problem.
I guess we'll see you guys later.
I'm just dropping links for follows of runners and commentators, and see you later.